Top of the morning, good afternoon, and a happy and healthy and hearty new year. Cheers, coaches. Yes, we'll have lots of tea for this year too. Okay. Now, excuse me. We're going to be talking in the next Club Fearless Experience Masterclass, January 9th, 10 a.m., 2-hour class. And we're going to be answering the question, what if anything is possible? If you were to create that dream coaching practice for 2024, check. What would that look like? What would that feel like? What would that experience be like? What would you focus on? What would you move towards? What would you start creating? What if anything is possible? Now, I'm going to be coaching some coaches on that question. What if anything is possible? And then the second question we're going to look at is how could you do it? Now, I want to share a brief little story. In the mail the other day, as I was driving down the road, my little sweetie, we were talking about affirmations or mantras or, something. Usually every year I pick some kind of an affirmation or a mantra. And for this year, it was anything is possible in my business and in my life. And we were talking about it, and I pulled over to pick up the mail. And when I got to the mailbox, this was in the mailbox. It was a beautiful little note from one of my students in Club Fearless, Mark, who's doing really, really well in the program. He's building one-on-one coaching clients. He's creating a group coaching program. He's workshops. He's really kicking it into gear. And I'll read it to you. So on the card, it said, "Good question. The question on this card is written on a sticky note over my desk. It reminds me that if I don't know, then I can ask. If I don't believe, then I can imagine. And if I get stuck, I can find small steps forward. Wishing you a creative year. Thank you so much for everything this year, Mark." Now, what's the question that he has over his desk? Well, it's this one. Great question. How could it be done? Now, it's funny because I was thinking about my affirmation, but when you have an affirmation, it's always good to have a question with it. And so I was thinking about my affirmation, anything is possible. And then I was thinking, what would the question be with the affirmation? And as I was having that conversation with my girlfriend, this came in the mail. How could it be done? And that's the question. We're going to look at that in our upcoming class. What if anything is possible? And then how could it be done? This is a great question because a great question to ask your clients, great question to ask yourself about your business, because it doesn't say, how could I do it? Because anytime we say, how could I do it? Then we always get stuck in the how. It says, how could it be done? And in coaching, we all know that how could it be done or how might it be done is a softener. So this is a great softener question. Now, it doesn't say, how can I do it? It says, how could, which means that the possibility is built into the question. How could it be done? If you could actually do it, how might it be done or how could it be done? It's a wonderful, wonderful question. And it's a question that I'm going to coach some of the coaches in our upcoming Experience Club Fearless Masterclass on January 9th. The link is down below. We're going to be looking at, I'm going to coach some people on that very question. We're also going to be looking at creating your business from inspired action. How do you really create your business from inspired action? Inspired means inspirate, the spirit from within. We're also going to be looking at, what would your dream coaching practice look like for 2024? If you could slow down and you had a comprehensive guide or at least 5 things to do in terms of creating and starting your dream coaching practice, what would those things be? I'm going to share what they are in our next class. Also, we're going to look at what methods don't work. There are so many 6 figures in 6 days, create your coaching practice without doing anything, just sit at home and manifest with Doritos. We're going to look at We're going to look at methods that don't work and why they don't work. And we're going to show you methods that do work and why they do work. Everything I teach in Club Fearless, we've been practiced, it's been tested through time, and it works. All the coaches in Club Fearless are now creating clients and moving towards their coaching businesses of what they really want to create. So we look forward to seeing you then. Play with the question before you come to class. What if anything is possible? What if that were true for you? Then the second question is, how could it be done? Just play with it. Play with that question. The biggest thing that we do in Club Fearless is that we play with questions. We play with experimenting. We play with inspired action, and we play with creativity. We help coaches create clients through service, creativity, and doing what makes your heart sing. And so that's what this class is all about. Invite your friends. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful class. And we will see you soon. If you can't come, there's always the recording, but please sign up for the class. But I would encourage you to sign up for the class and to show up for the class, because that's where the real impact happens, is sitting in the classroom and experiencing these live coaching sessions, these business building live coaching sessions. But if you can't make it for whatever reason, sign up. Invite your friends, share this link, and we will see you all soon. Until then, think big, have fun, stay curious. And that, my dear coaches, is No Blarney. Cheers.